Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Santa Anita Park here on this special Monday program. It is the 2nd of January 2023. Gonna look at the opener from the Great Race Place, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The first race from Santa Anita, it is the Cienegas Stakes. It's a grade 3 event going for a $100,000 purse race for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 8 horses going down the hillside turf course, the distance of ground here of about 1,300 meters, with a distance of ground of about 6.5 furlongs down the Santa Anita hillside turf course. 1,300 meters, about 6.5 furlongs. They had wet weather. They had to cancel Sunday's program from Santa Anita. So today, hopefully they run this race on the turf. I read a quote in the racing forum today that if the turf course is too wet to run down the hillside, but the rest of the course is fine, they will run this race from the hillside to the main oval, running that 6.5 there from the turf chute start on the backstretch. So just keep that in mind. Also, they quoted that they could run this race on the dirt also if nothing's ready, but there was a lot of wind. I'm going to be confident that they can run this race on the turf. I'm going to take the 3-horse Lady Edith as a top selection. I'm going to go 3-6-1-5 in the superfecta. 3-6-1-5 super, top selection 3-horse Lady Edith. This 5-year-old mare by Street Boss. Phil D'Amato trains. John Velasquez gets them out 12-0 going into the time I saved the PPs for this race. So Johnny better start heating up. But most recently, this horse ran the 27th of November at Aqueduct, 6 furlongs on the outer turf course in the autumn days, and he finished third by 2.5 lengths that day. He didn't break so well, completely missed a break, but settled back early, a little bit wide, but was gaining late. Not the world's worst race for him. Coming here today where you get a good trip from a tracking position, this race should suit up for him well. I think he really run a good race here today. 2 back at the Floral Park at Aqueduct, 6 furlongs on the 16th of October. He won by 3, and again, sitting back early, he slowly moved his way up, and he got the job done. A very good victory in open lengths there. And then at Saratoga, and the Smart and Fancy of the 5.5 on the Mellon Turf course, he finished 5th by 1.5 lengths that day, and just had nothing. Was very wide and just didn't show up there. It was a shame because the race before in the Caress, she really showed some potential going 5.5 on the Mellon, where she finished third by 3/4 in length. At 15-1, she was a little bit wide, but she was gaining late. Not a bad race for her. I thought she ran a decent 4th in the Intercontinental before that first start back. I think she's training well. I think the race should suit up for her on the hillside. At 3-1, I'm going to use her. I think the 6-horse here, Amy C, is your second likeliest winner. Won most recently in her Senator Ken Maddy going down the hill. Very nice by 1/4 lengths, quickening up nicely from a tracking position. And then one going down the hill in June very, very nicely, also flying down the hill. Came back after the Cienegas where he just wasn't getting the mile. He seems like your perfect hillside horse, just not getting a mile, but 5 furlong sprinting is not his preferred trip either. 6.5 down the hill where you're flying down it is his preferred trip. At 5-2, I'll use him here. But to recap my selection for the opener from Santa Anita, it's the Cienegas Stakes. Let's take the 3-horse Lady Edith. Give kudos to the 6-horse Amy C. 3-6-1-5 super. 3-6 in your multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.